little buns, it is Steph. Welcome back to my home. Before I get into the actual topic of this video, which you can so plainly see above me, I need to let you know that I'm feeling rather sick, so if I'm nasally, that's not normal. That's all. I also want to let you know that what I am wearing is not real, it is fake, so don't be mad at me. Thank you very much. I've been thinking about doing this video for a little bit more than a week. And then Gigi posted, I am a lesbian, and I was like, damn, Gigi, you beat me to the punch. She's got a lot more experience than me, mind you. Like, I'm gonna go over a few things here, okay? In my entire history and life, I have never had a sexual encounter with a woman, nor a romantic encounter, nor have I had a third-party sexual experience with a woman, if you know what I mean by that. So I'm not speaking from experience, but more from the heart. I'm speaking from my shifting understanding of my existence, I guess. What I've come to understand is basically gender to me does not really matter. And that's why I'm not sure if I should be considering myself bisexual or pansexual or what have you. The thing that comes to mind repeatedly for me is that it doesn't need to be labeled, which to me sounds so cis to me, like labels. We're all human, which is true, but like also we have varying degrees of privilege and unprivilege that, you know, contribute to difficulties or stresses in our lives. And also, you know, it's important, okay? Categories totally exist for a reason, and race and sexuality are real things, okay? But there's not a thing in my head where I'm like, I am this, you know, it doesn't come to me, you know? It's not coming, it's like, it's stuck in traffic or something, I guess, I don't know. But what I'm trying to tell myself is it's okay that I'm not sure, not even that I'm not sure, but it's okay that I don't want to put a word on it, I guess. Because for me, like, I understand putting a word on it or a label if you're claiming something. If it's like, yes, this is power for me, I'm powerful, and this is no longer something you can use to hurt me. Like, that is totally, whoa, cool, yes. But I'm not in a part of my life where I'm being harassed for my sexuality. Maybe now I will be, who knows? But the way that I'm understanding myself is basically I am like super open to having relationships with people that intrigue me, okay? Gender is not something that I consider anymore, and like in the past I probably wouldn't have considered it if I had not been held down so tightly and told, you have to choose, this is the path that you take, and if you deviate from it, you're wrong. This is a board game. Life is not a board game. Life is not a board game. There's not cards. We don't draw a card that says you have to do this. You draw a card and it's blank and you decide what to do with it. That is every single event in your life. What I want to make you understand is this little card life analogy, okay? We do not have a blueprint. Life should not be blueprinted. It should not be planned so meticulously because we don't know anything at all. 10 years ago, I would have told you I knew exactly who I was. I know exactly what everything is gonna happen like. And I was wrong as hell. And you're wrong as hell. My parents were wrong as hell. Lady Gaga was wrong as hell. Everybody was wrong as hell. Beyonce was wrong as hell. Probably it's good that she was wrong as hell because she's doing hella good, you know what I mean? Coming back to the Gigi Gorgeous video, and like I don't like talking about people like this because like they're real. But I'm not saying anything bad, so it's like fine, okay. Back when I was a wee babe, like literally when I was 13 and she started transitioning on YouTube, was I 13? I don't know how old I was. How old is she? Doesn't matter. When I was a wee babe, before I knew I was trans and she started transitioning, she was the only contact I had with a trans person. So in a way I relate to her because I've seen her growth, and this new video of hers shows a lot more growth, and I'm very impressed, I guess. I don't know how to describe that. I'm just very impressed with Gigi's growth as a human being, and I find it inspiring, so that's great. That being said, I do not want anybody to think that I'm hopping on some kind of transgender woman lesbian train, because that doesn't exist, that's fake, okay? There are plenty of transgender women on all kinds of parts of the sexuality spectrum, if you will. By no means is Gigi the only one, okay? Not at all. I think somebody else said this, I think during one of my live streams. They said they're not sure what to label themselves, so they just call themselves queer and open to date whoever. And like, okay, that's pretty cool, but like I'm pickier than that, I guess. I don't know what to say. I think why I'm uncomfortable, not uncomfortable, but I'm just not like, I'm not sold on calling myself bisexual or pansexual, is because for me it's not about the sexuality. And I'm not saying that I'm asexual or that I don't enjoy sex or that sex is not important to me, because that's not true either. But it's definitely secondary to a human connection to me. And I think that's pretty normal, to be fair. Like I think that's pretty normal. And not that it's abnormal to not like human affection or connections like that, but I think that it's not weird for people to like human connection, you know what I mean? So I don't think that puts me in any other kind of category. It's just very confusing, okay? My brain is all fucked up right now. And I'm not like upset about it, I'm just learning about myself, okay? It's like a new phase, It's a phase. It's not a phase, Mom. I am a scene kid forever. It's not okay. It's not that. It's not that. It's like, I feel like I'm learning about myself, and in this era of my life, in this portion of my life, I'm learning about sexuality and the sexual spectrum, okay, and my desires as a person. And this is a pretty common experience for transgender women. If you are going to transition, if transition is something you're going to do, expect your mind to shift a little bit with lots of things. And that's not to say that taking hormones changes your sexuality, okay? But when you transition and you become more comfortable with who you are, you open up to yourself way more. I have learned so much more about myself since I started transitioning than I ever did in the 20 years before that, okay? 19 years before that, whatever. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, my friends. I don't think I would have really understood that this is something in my head unless I had been around friends that were supportive and also open with their sexuality, but their life, who they are as a person is more accurate to say, I feel. I want to say thank you to everybody that I've ever met in my entire life. Literally, not even kidding, because every single person that you meet in your life is going to contribute to how you see the world. What I want you to understand is that, you know, everybody has a different experience with attraction and with desire, and if yours shifts or your understanding of it shifts over time, that's okay. It's totally normal, and we're all on this weird journey on this planet together because, you know, like, what even are we doing here? And if this made you think a little bit about maybe your own feelings about certain things, then that's great, because I think we all could do more thinking about everything, really, you know? All about everything. I promise I'm not intoxicated or under the influence of any drugs. I am purely sick and tired. Not in the angry way, I'm just actually sick and tired. But it's okay. With that, I'm gonna let you go. I really enjoyed this talk we had. I guess I'm bisexual or pansexual or something. Who knows? I'll see you again later. Thank you so much. Until next time, remember, you are strong and capable and super cool. And what are you this time? You are. Oh, you're like those bamboo plants you can buy at the store that you can like forget to water for like 2 months and then you water them again and they're still strong and they grow because you are resilient as hell and you don't need any water all the time. You probably do because you're a human being and we will die much faster than a bamboo plant. I love you so much. Bye. It has been 9 whole months on estrogen. That's like an entire baby. That's an entire fetus development term. All right, I have grown myself as a pregnancy would grow a baby. All right.